It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Coming up next.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe. Yeah. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bengals. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's
his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quad Williams. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive, and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Being chased out left. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
Another try for Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Burrow on play action. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, 53 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean...
So we are in the final minute now of the 1st half as this offense gets ready to take over. Play action. It's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he'll take this up close to midfield. And they go play action now. Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he's got this down to the 35. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Fights off the defender. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hudson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's brought down. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Burrow now off the bootleg. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Now it's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of the Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. A little juke. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Heck of a move. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bengals 1st down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2, ready?
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.